Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, our Dominic? Deep Thought, Satellite, Eva. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday, I guess. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine. Everything is fine. Good evening, Worst Elephant. Good to see you. I think something that cannot be overstated enough is when you beat a level in Trombone Champ, it plays rapid fire air horns, and that is often awesome. Nothing is fine. We can pretend it's fine. And I would heartily encourage you to do that. I don't think there's any real point in stressing yourself. I'm gonna give you a bunch of advice that I myself am not following, but I am trying desperately to follow. So keep that in mind. I don't think there's any point in stressing ourselves out now. There is only waiting to be had. Got to pet a dog today, gonna open a box of your favorite cereal. See, all that sounds good. I've very much been looking forward to doing some SpaceChem tonight. Giving me something very in-depth to focus on. It's a good game for right now, I think. Anyway, good evening, Arcane. Good evening, Manic. Good evening, Mizroy. I know. I know. We all know. Bought some emotional support cookies. They're almost gone. Yeah. Yeah, I know. What flavor? Good question. I had Popeyes for dinner. That was really nice. It was absolutely delicious. Weed. Weed. No, I think if that was the case, I'd be a lot less stressed, in fact. Chocolate chip, the good ones, that sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I mean, aside from today's been good. Had a good day of work. Well, my poor older daughter is sick right now, which bodes not well for any of us. My younger daughter may or may not be sick. She doesn't really act sick when she is sick, so it's hard to tell. My concern is if I get sick, because it's gonna be really hard for me to manage stuff if I am sick. But we'll just have to see. Oh my god, dude. But aside from that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you like the play? Kevin Cheese Toast, thank you for the 7-stream streak, I appreciate it. No sick, yeah. I mean, hopefully it passes for her very quickly, and I don't catch it, and we all survive, and everything is fine. But we'll see, won't we? We'll see a lot of things, won't we? I've come to really hate this ritual every 4 years. This horrible reminder of just how many horrible, degenerate people there are in this country. Like, I've already had close to a decade to come to grips with that, and yet doesn't make it any easier. I hope being sick doesn't make you play worse, but we wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wonder, like, I don't know, at this point, unless I'm like really sick, unless I am like dying on my feet, I think I would want to come to stream anyway, just for the emotional support and the you know, just being able to decompress from things, because streaming even now continues to be a very relaxing and therapeutic thing for me. It of course depends on what I'm playing, so I wonder if I would make different choices in what I'm playing. Like, if I did get sick, if I would want to like get away from SpaceChem because it requires so much brain power, and play something a bit more empty-headed. Get a lot of support of these streams, assholes. I know I can count on y'all. I know I always can. But yeah. We may need each other more than ever in the coming days and weeks and months ahead. I don't know. It's still too soon to say anything. I'm just gonna wait and see and hope. I am tired though. It is emotionally draining. I think no matter how well you can keep yourself in check, I think it's still a very draining experience. Wow, I did this so much more efficiently than they did it. I'm just looking at this and marveling at my own answer to it. I'm pretty proud of that. I've really been looking forward to playing more SpaceChem tonight. In fact, I don't see much reason to belabor the point. I don't see much reason to ramble too much tonight. We can go ahead and get into it, I think. I'll just give you the usual reminder. Well, actually, the unusual reminders, since we're doing something new. This is, of course, a democratic playthrough of SpaceChem that we are doing, which means that every night, like tonight, I would like each and every one of you to vote to either continue or game over this game. And if y'all vote to continue and the continues take it, we will play more SpaceChem tomorrow. And if you vote to game over and the game overs have it, then tomorrow night we will do something else. So it is up to you, chat. It is up to you to decide if you have had enough SpaceChem or not. And we will, of course, abide by those results one way or the other. Good evening, Justin Brett. Good to see you. Hope you guys don't get another big turd problem, like a little turd problem we still have up here. Yep. We never managed to fix the plumbing, so can't be too surprised that the problem persists. What's up, Ralnabor? Suggest not paying attention like I have been. I've not been stress scrolling Reddit like I did 4 years ago. Oh yeah, if you want to vote, it's with your Dragon coins. It's with channel points, so it's an actual voting system. So make sure if you want to see SpaceChem continue or end, whatever your predilection may be, make sure you spend them Dragon coins on it. You can't fix your fucking bricks. Oh God, it's true. It's true. I am not the one who's going to solve the world's ills, certainly. It is not down to me, unfortunately. I put a vote for a day of that one cool UFO 52 game. Oh, Valgris. UFO 50, huh? You know, I don't actually have any systems in place for, like, going back to things. I wonder if I should. You still don't have a way for me to drop 100,000 dragons? We're working on that, actually, around the war. So this is another incentive to get with the whole democratic playthrough thing and vote every night. If this system is a success, and it's a good way to run streams and it tracks with what people are watching and interested in seeing, one of the things I can do is offer a big ticket redemption for people to just request a game, but as a democratic playthrough. So that way you'll be able to drop hundreds of thousands of Dragon coins and get at least one night of something you're interested in. And if it clicks with people and they like it, you'll get more than that. Count Dogula, there's the candidate we need. Not the one we deserve, clearly. But big fan of Mortal. Apparently I suck at. What's Mortal? Oh, is that what? No, what is Mortal? I don't know. Full Night of Velgress, the game with an average runtime 10 seconds. Why is there a map of Australia on our desk? That's a good question. Oh, I know why. I know why. Yep. This is a connection with TF2. Because remember, this game is from 2011, when TF2 was still in its heyday. This game also dates from the period where Valve would actually do like interesting holiday sale gimmicks. And I think this was from one of the sales where you could earn like tickets or something, credits, coal, from getting achievements and specific achievements in certain games and then exchange them for games or something. And this is what you had to do in SpaceChem. You had to beat these 3 levels to get an achievement for them, which I think I did. I don't actually remember. Oh, it's the Lemmings like. Okay. I have at least 500,000 Dragon Coins towards Factorio. Factorio is a definite possibility since got so hooked on Satisfactory, and right now I am chipping away a Dyson Sphere program. I am still bad at it, but I have made enough progress to get to the 3rd tier of research and interplanetary travel. I've set up all kinds of factories around my star system, and I'm this close. I am this close to launching the first part. Actually, I don't even know if it's the first part of the Dyson Sphere. The Dyson Swarm. I've assembled the pieces for it, but I need to assemble the actual sails and the launchers. And I need to overcome a big hurdle whereupon some of those pieces are on one planet and some of those pieces are on another planet. I would absolutely watch you play Dyson Sphere too. I mean, I kind of feel like these factory games are maybe best if I play them first on my own time and actually get good at them, and then stream a more concise, more experienced run of them. Because I don't know how much fun it would be for y'all to watch me struggle with basic like conveyor layouts and figuring out how to make certain materials and stuff. But like, you know, my very first playthrough of Satisfactory, full playthrough, took over 100 hours. I think it was 106 hours. And now I'm pretty confident that I could finish it in like half the time or less. Because I just understand what I'm doing so much better now. And I feel like that would make for a better viewing experience with that kind of game, but, you know. Went back to Before We Leave last night, got to interplanetary travel. Ooh, that's where I left off the last time I played that game. I've been thinking about that game too, because it does have a lot in common with factory management and something like Dyson Sphere. Because you've got to work out interplanetary excuse me, interplanetary logistics. Also, good evening, Dave. Good evening, Chaos. Good evening, Sacrificial Toast. Good evening, all y'all. Good to see you. Mortal is the UFO 50 game where you use your dudes as arrows and bombs to make it to the end of the... Oh, yeah, that was fun. That was cool. I like that one. I was there, Gandalf, 3,000 years ago. But no, now that we're doing this whole democratic playthrough thing, there is a distinct possibility that I'm going to slip into Satisfactory or Dyson Sphere or something of the sort on one of these nights and just see how it goes, see how much patience people have for it. So again, all the more reason to make the most of this whole voting scheme and make sure it is a success. So anyway, quick schedule reminder, tonight is SpaceChem, tomorrow is determined by all y'all. It depends on how the vote on tonight goes. Thursday, no voting required. We'll be back to the Power Hours, playing the rest of the Super Nintendo games from June 1993, I think. Friday, I don't have a plan yet. I'm leaning towards Weird Old Wheel this week, but I haven't actually gone through the spreadsheet to see what I can cobble together. I got some ideas though, so. Oh God, I keep forgetting. I transferred all my cartridge archives to this new computer, but not any of the disk I didn't really have disk archives because I didn't have that much storage on my old computer, but I need to get my PS1 and 2 emulators back and download if I'm going to be doing something like on PlayStation or whatever. I love seeing how other people lay out their factories or bases in games like that. I feel like it's kind of an inevitability. Like I'm gonna have to stream. I love those games too much not to. Like, and it's been hard lately. I've been so busy with work and other stuff. It's been hard to find the time to actually play Dyson Sphere program. So yeah, shifting that over to a stream might actually be a pretty good idea. Wednesday would be SpaceChem or SpaceChemant. Oh man. Anyway, let's get to it. We are on Danopth. Our next stage is called Nothing Works, which I'm sure will be great. Y'all will recall last night we got through the tutorial planet. We did a bunch of more complex molecule assembly, and then we got to actual production levels, where not only do you have to set up reactors to produce specific molecules, you have to lay out the reactors themselves, which is exactly what we're going to be doing here. So, what do we got? We have a thing making methane, and we have a thing making nitrogen. And we need to make hydrogen cyanide and hydrogen. Oh boy. Well, isn't that a fine how do you do? And yeah, I can have up to 4 reactors for this. Well, they are specific. They're assembly and disassembly reactors. So I think the basic way this is gonna go down, we're gonna need 2 disassembly reactors. This one is gonna pull apart nitrogen atoms and send them out one at a time. This one is gonna strip hydrogen atoms from this molecule until we're down to just hydrogen and carbon. So we'll have a hydrogen output, and we'll have a hydrocarbon hydrogen carbon output, and then we'll mash those together. So I guess I could go ahead and just plug these in here. Okay, so the nitrogen can have a single output. This one should be pretty straightforward. This one should be very straightforward, in fact. We'll get that in. Okay. Does methane have 3? It's 4. It has 4 on it, so I have to strip 3, which is gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. Because then I gotta do something with them. Yeah, it's gonna make it tricky. Also, I want to output these one at a time, which is going to make this tricky too. Actually, what if... No, actually, that's fine. We're going to switch this around a little bit. And grab it by that side. Okay, and then... Break, break, break. And then this one can output, but we'll still be holding one. We can drop it here and then output again. Let's see if that works. Oh no, of course it's gonna run to the back of it. Oh, I think that's easy enough to fix. Or, actually, I don't even have to do that. I can just move this whole thing over, which I should have done. There was a smarter way to do that, and I didn't do it. Okay. This does present a problem, though. Because there's going to be that would mean the nitrogen outputs would alternate between here and here. So it may behoove me to make this one a little more complicated, just to ensure that doesn't happen. It's a lot of symbols, but I think it'll be better this way. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll give this one the note that we are putting nitrogen out there. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so this one we need to strip. We need to strip 3 hydrogens off of this. Which I can do easily. Yeah, we'll do it there. Get you out of the way. Okay. Grab that by the center. Take it over here and just make a loop like that. Outputting an odd number of hydrogens is going to be a real pain in the ass, though. But they have to go somewhere. So I think the complicated one is going to be, well, I'm outputting a pair of nitrogens to the other one too. So it's, the math on this is going to be really complicated in the assemblers. So we'll debond that and flush it. Which means that this will be hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. All right, and then methane is NH3. Well, SpaceChem methane is apparently CH4. I think we might have actually done ammonia in a previous level. So this should work, right? Grab. Debond. Oh, interesting. I was going to pause there until they're all flushed out. Okay. So then this up here is going to be CH. a methane radical. Okay, so we got that set up. So now... run that pipeline down there. We'll put those in up there. Yeah, I need you to kind of get the fuck out of the way. Oh, you just gotta put these notes anywhere, huh? That's interesting. Okay, now the hard part. Let's start with the hydrogens. So... I've got a triple hydrogen input, but I need to output H2. Is there any way to avoid this? I don't think I got much past the part where this game opened up into multiple react. Well, I mean, you can see how complicated it gets. Like, it's about to get very, very hard. Okay, I think I got an idea. I think I've got an idea. But it's gonna be kind of complicated loop. Okay, this first one will be easy. We'll pull them... Wait a minute, holy fuck, is this gonna work? Hang on. I'm not even sure this is gonna work right. Because they're gonna come one at a time. Let me make this first loop and see if this is gonna work. I'm not convinced it will. So we gotta wait for the inputs. Oh man, okay. I think I need to redo the hydrogen reactor. Or, I mean, this... Wait, will this just work? No, it won't. Okay. So I do need to get that thing out of the way. But man, I don't know when that thing's gonna come back around again, though. Okay, hang on. We're gonna reset this one. We're gonna redo the hydrogen reactor. We're gonna break it apart over here. Which is gonna make this a little more complicated. But not really. We're gonna break that apart there. And so that's actually gonna make, instead, this is gonna be CH, like that. Right? Make sure I'm not insane here. Okay, cool. So that's that handled. So now we need to use the blue line to get all the hydrogens out where they need to go. And since it's like that, I can go, okay. So. I gotta pick them all up. How am I gonna do that? I gotta grab them all and drop them all. In the same spot. Okay. I have another idea. Okay, so back like that. All right, and then... Okay, so this... Wait. What if... Hang on, what if we used... No. Started this here, and we use the Omega output, because I think it'll freeze on this. No, it won't. Shit. That's right. It'll freeze on the inputs, but not the outputs. Damn it. Okay. Okay, can I actually... I can. Okay, so I can do that. So the way it's gonna go is grab, drop, grab, output, output. And I think I can have it output here as well. So if I do this, then it'll output like that. Which, honestly, I could save myself. I could save myself a few symbols by doing that instead. No, I can't, because then it's gonna output everything at once. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. Sometimes I get a little... Sometimes I forget why I'm doing the thing that I'm doing, chat. These things happen. Okay, but I need a sync. We are gonna have to sync these. Let's see how this works. Perfect. It works. Remember doing a lot of stuff like this and then getting production flow issues, making these parts too fast and they get backlogged and break everything? Yeah. I mean, yeah, that'll be the next problem we get to deal with. But for now, at least, I have... Okay. So now I have a regular hydrogen input. And we just gotta rush through it. Oh man, putting it right on the edge there. Oh no, this will be fine. I think. I think. Maybe this will be fun. What the heck is this? You never seen SpaceChem Fury Fighter? This is one of the earliest Zachtronics puzzle games, where you are a chemical engineer and you're using these reactors to build molecules. So right now, I'm gonna take these hydrogen inputs and I'm gonna turn them into H2. And actually, it being right on the edge there is gonna be a bit of a problem. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe so. Because I gotta double up. Okay. So we do input, grab. And then unfortunately we have to do this ugly thing, but that'll be fine. And then we do input, bond, drop it here, and output. And that should do it. We're gonna have to wait and see as the whole... So it's waiting for inputs right now. Okay, so here they come. Alright, so that's gonna work. I'm gonna try not to worry too much about it backlogging like that. Actually, is this gonna be a problem? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We gotta set up the other reactor first to see if this is gonna work. Okay, so, all right, this one. So we've got methane radical and nitrogen, and we have to make hydrogen cyanide. All this means is that we have to triple bond a nitrogen. This might not actually be that complicated. Let's input and grab. And then drop. So we'll use red just to deliver this. I don't know why I did that. We'll just use red as the delivery system for this. And then we can also have it pull this in. I would love to do this on one line. I can. Wait a second, I can. It'll be a little complicated, slightly. But I can totally do this on one line. We don't even need the drop. Get you out of here. I think this will do it, actually. Let's see what this does. Okay, we got nitrogen and the radical on the way. Alright, grab. Input, bond, bond, bond. Yeah, that did it. And then output it. Okay. So that means that everything is functioning, chat. I have done everything that they've asked me to do. And stuff is going, although it is backlogging a bit. Yeah. Might need to spaghetti the pipes. Alright, so I don't need these notes anymore. You can add pauses. Did this, I think, just made the pipe really long. Yeah, there's the pause command is just for debugging. Like I don't think you can't set how long the pause is. It stops the simulation. So I either need to make the disassembly reactors less efficient, or like Dave said, spaghetti the pipes, which I don't know, honestly sounds pretty appealing to me. So I'm gonna reset the pipes. And then I don't know how long I have to make this, but I guess at least 40 units each. Let's see. Oh, but I do have to make sure. Yeah, I know, right? A clean and efficient solution. I do have to make sure they don't run into each other, though. Something very poetic about this, chat. Alright, let's run this. See how that goes. That just takes fucking forever. I mean, once the simulation gets going, it works just fine. Barely. And look, elapsed cycles just right outside. I guess that's the standard efficiency that people get to. I beat it on symbols. All right. So, this gives us 2 new missions. There's an optional challenge mission. This is the one I really wanted to get to. This is the one I really wanted to show you. A most unfortunate malfunction. This is a defense mission. The next assignment is a defense assignment. Defend the control center or the planet will be lost. Storage tanks hold molecules until the next reactor can accept them. Storage tanks are only available in defense assignments. The storage tank is actually a makeshift weapon. Watch for instructions on how to use each defense assignment's unique weapons. The MF detector measures electromagnetic signals outside the control center. Watch the detector to gauge the progress of your defense operation. In defense assignments, the progress meter shows the structural integrity of your command center instead of the status of cargo freighters. Press the reactor control buttons to make branch control instructions redirect Waldos. Use these controls to respond to external events. Alright, Marianne, get in here! Joel's voice was strained as it came over the intercom. Marianne sprinted out of the room without a reply. As her chair collided with another workstation, I followed down the hall into Joel's office. He was huddled over the computer, sweat staining his shirt. Marianne had taken over control panel. Joel slammed his fist on the keyboard. Nothing ever works like it's supposed to. A disabled mining robot was reactivated. Marianne flipped a switch and swiveled a monitor into view. On the screen, a robot was shown, careening over the terrain. A map materialized on the monitor showing the approaching robot as a red circle. It's heading towards the base. We have to stop it, Joel said. Is there any way we can redirect its course, I asked. Marianne's fingers sped over the terminal interface as she searched through the communications channels. We can't communicate with it. Joel placed a hand on her shoulder gently to stop her. She lowered her head and dropped her hands into her lap. What are we going to do then? I asked. Joel strode across the room and opened a locker beneath a fire extinguisher. Inside was a suit reserved for emergencies. If that robot hits any part of this base, we're going to fry. The siren roared in the background as he stepped into the suit and sealed his helmet. He stepped into the doorway and turned back. There's some oxygen tanks on the perimeter. Use the methane extractor to fill them until they explode, timing it to destroy all of the wheels on the passing side. Sir, that's going to destroy our reserves, Marianne said, her voice quivering. We won't be here to enjoy them, he said. If you need help, you're on your own. If we survive, well, we'll see after this. I glanced at Marianne. In a red jumpsuit, she flashed in and out of my vision as the emergency lights flared. The door sealed behind Joel with a hiss. So, this game has boss fights. So basically, we have to run methane into these tanks. And once they're overfilled, yes, once they're overfilled, they will explode. So this first one is very simple. We just need to run this stuff into here and time it so that this thing blows up. Alright, so let's see. Are we the baddies? Well, I suppose the first thing we can do is just plug this thing in and see what happens. Also, I don't know how much we have to shove in here to make it explode. All right, so this thing is moving very, very, very slowly. I think this thing's gonna blow early. So let's reset this. Oh, there's a limit on how long pipes can be. I guess they thought of that. Let's see if that works. We're for a giant industrial conglomerate. I think we're the baddies regardless of any boss battles. Honestly, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. I think we got to do something to slow this down. I guess we could spin him around in a reactor for a while. Oh yeah, I won't put there. Let's see if this will delay it appropriately. I think that's gonna do the trick, actually. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to blow all three of these. Ooh, okay. Oh, that might be why we have 3 reactors, because we can split their outputs. Oh, I think that's what we're doing. Okay. I think that's what we're doing. Now there's also... Hang on, I wanna see that... Where was the... Oh, this is his button, story and info. Reactor control buttons to make branch control instructions. Okay, so that's why we need to set up the reactors, because I can set up branches for where these things are gonna send them. Okay. So... Okay. What is this? Redirect Waldo if matching reactor control is enabled. Alright, so we want to set this one, I think, to C. Okay. So as long as C isn't set, it'll put it through the lower output. You know what I'd really like to do? I'd like to make all this symmetrical. So I can just copy this. Okay. Okay, and then save you to the toolbox. Basic splee. Perfect. Can I actually... Yes, okay, cool. Yes, that actually works. So now I can use the same basic setup. Except we will set you to B. I think that'll work. So as long as nothing is set, it'll go to this tank. When I hit B, it'll go to this one. And hit C, it'll go to this one. I know I should have done A and B, but whatever. Or not. What did I do? Oh, I hooked it up to the wrong input. Hilarious. Okay. Okay, and that put it out that way. And now it's going down there. And getting grabbed. Okay, so let's speed this up. Alright, so now we... I switched at the wrong time. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Damn it, I missed it again. Ha! I can't... Wait, did I actually set this up? I set this one up wrong, is why. That's why. Oh, and that's not gonna work either. All this needs to be pushed over one. Is this gonna be a problem? This is also gonna be a problem. You know what, fuck it. I'll just use 2 more symbols. And we'll just go around. Not as efficient as it could be, chat, but it'll be fine. Alright. This one might fill up too fast, actually. Hang on. Alright, now we're gonna do C. Oops, shit, okay. Yes, got it. Okay, cool. I beat my first boss fight, chat. Assignment complete. SpaceChem confidential. Performance statistics unavailable. Congratulations, you've been promoted to Reaction Engineer 2. Misfire. The escape pod blasted off from the base. The debris on the surface of Danop disappeared in the porthole window as we flew. Our helmets hissed as we unhooked them from our suits. Joel, sweat running down his face, extended a gloved hand from across the shuttle. I accepted his handshake. Good work. Thanks to you, we made it alive. Joel dropped my hand and wiped his forehead against his sleeve. My hand felt like it had been clamped in a door. Now what, sir? The base will be decommissioned. The crew has already been reassigned, and you've been promoted. Marianne pursed her lips but said nothing. That was quick, I said. What caused the malfunction, anyway? Software glitch. Joel shrugged his shoulders. His eyelids drooped as he gazed at the floor. There's something weird with the unit, though. What do you mean? Joel closed his eyes and leaned his head against the padded headrest. They opened up the controller unit and found a technician crammed inside. Dead, of course. My mouth fell open in horror as he shrugged. 1 moment later, Joel was snoring, fast asleep. We've done it! And now we can get to Alkanost. But before we do that, look, how long is the game? Long. How long to beat has this at like 70 hours, which is specifically why I chose to start the whole democratic playthrough thing with this, because I am 99% sure before we get to 70 hours of SpaceChem, folks are going to generally decide that we're done with it. All right, let's try this challenge. In-place swap. Okay. I see the challenge here. So we've got nitrogen and methane. Basically, we need to split the methane. We need to pull the CH out of the methane and plug a nitrogen into it. And then bond the other nitrogen to the CH. So that's going to be tricky, because we're limited to 3 reactors. We have 1 disassembly, 1 assembly, and 1 standard. So one of the standard reactor is going to have to pull double duty on something. Find the story and general concept interesting, gameplay isn't grabbing you. It may interest you more if you're actually playing it yourself. I get that, yeah. That's one of the challenges with puzzle games. I think for some people it can be more compelling themselves to work it out. Though I know other people in chat have commented that this game is a bit much for them, so probably not something they would play themselves. Okay, so here's my idea. We use the disassembly reactor to pull the nitrogens apart, and then we pump them out. We pump them into a standard reactor with methane. And here is where we're gonna pull it apart. Yeah, okay, I think I know what to do. I'm gonna shove this assembly reactor over here. All right, and we're gonna split the nitrogen outputs. Oh, that's not actually, that's not gonna work there. That's gonna need to be like there. All right, 1 nitrogen output is gonna go here. And the other one is gonna go... Nope, that's not gonna work because this is only a single output. That's only a single output. Oh, I can do, oh, you're not limited. I can use any number of standard reactors. Okay, cool. I should do that then. It's just, we only have 3 reactors to work with. Okay, I think we'll do what I was saying before. Disassemble that. And then we'll do a standard reactor here with one of those. And then the other one... So my hope here... Okay, this is the plan. Damn it, I keep doing that. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We disassemble the nitrogen in this reactor and split the outputs. One nitrogen comes down here, mixes with the methane. We pull the CH out of the methane and we shove the nitrogen in, and then we output that through psi for ammonia. And then the CH that we pull out of this, we send into this assembly reactor with the other nitrogen and we triple bond it. I think that's the plan. So, I know how this works. We will, let's see. Whatever you say. Oh my god. All right. All right, input, grab, bring down, bring across here, and then we debond, oops, debond, go up and around, output there. We will drop here. Output here. I think that's it. I think that's all we gotta do. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So that outputs perfectly normal nitrogens. Okay. So that's that. Let's move those out of the way. Okay, so this one is gonna get methane and nitrogen in. So I want to output CH that way. Does it matter how? Not really. So... oh, this is gonna be tricky, actually. What? No. This will be fine. This will be fine. Let's see if we can just do this in place. We're definitely gonna need both lines. Well, maybe we won't need both lines, actually. Let's imagine for a second that we start here. Or not. Well, let's just do it for now. Okay, so we pull in. Okay, so we pull in beta, which will pull in the methane. Oh no, that's not gonna work. We gotta lift it out. Okay. Also, Magnum Opus was a very similar game with Alchemy. Posted a couple Opus Magnum gifts I posted on Discord ages ago. I would really like to play Opus Magnum, I think. I would enjoy that a lot. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with blue. We are going to... I'm sorry. Summon beta. Debond everything. And then grab that. Bring it over here. I mean, that should be it, I think. And then flush it. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that lifts the CH out. And then gets rid of it. Okay, cool. So once that's done... Alright, we're gonna drop a sink here and a sink here. Then we're gonna pull in the nitrogen. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Wait, no, I can time this out. I think I can time this out. We're gonna see if I can time this. This is gonna be tight, but I think I can do it. All right. So we're gonna grab. No, we're not gonna. No, we don't have to do that because we don't have to grab it. We've already grabbed it. I don't know what I was thinking. This is not gonna be tight. This is gonna be fine. Now the real question is this gonna run into itself? It shouldn't. Drop that. And flush that. And let's see if this works. Okay, lifted that out. Ooh, okay. Is there... All right. Okay, so we need time. It's not getting here in time. Okay, so we're gonna need a second sink before it loops again. Maybe that'll do it. Let's see here. That nitrogen takes forever to get there. But okay, that grabs that. Passes through. Drops, sinks. Okay, cool. Okay, I think that'll work. That will work. Cool, okay. So that reactor's done. So now we just need to take... Hang on. This one is CH. Okay, so this one is CH, like so. Okay. So now we just need to assemble this. We need a triple bond of nitrogen. This should be, again, pretty simple. Input, grab, and then that's gonna pop in here. So, I like this trick of just doing running bonding. So we'll do beta input when it gets here, and then bond, bond, bond. Drop it here. Output it, and I think that's it. I think that's all it takes. Let's see if this whole process works. Yeah. Now, as long as things don't get too terribly backed up, this will work. It doesn't look like it should. It looks like the reactors are running quick enough. Maybe. Let's speed through this and see what happens. Yes! Got it. Once again, efficient on symbols, less so on elapsed cycles, but still got it. And I got the optional challenge, chat, because I am a very clever boy. All right, moving on to Alkanost, an introduction to sensing. All right, sensors detect the element of the atom over them. The branch sense atom instruction redirects Waldos when the atom over the sensor matches the instruction's trigger element. Change the trigger element using the change trigger element action in the instructions right-click menu. Okay, so now we can have branching paths depending on what the element is. Sensors allow reactors to process inputs that may contain different compounds. For example, this atmospheric pump produces oxygen and nitrogen molecules in a 3-to-1 ratio. Some production puzzles have unbalanced inputs and outputs, direct excess raw materials into recyclers. Oh boy. All right, so now... All right, so we're learning how to use sensors now. Alkanost is famous in alchemy as the universal solvent needed for creation of the philosopher's stone. Oh, really? That's interesting. I love stuff like that. Okay, so we got a 50-50 split between neon and argon. Neon needs to be output through psi, argon needs to be output through omega. So, in, grab, down. All right, sense. All right, so redirects Waldo of atom over sensor matches specified atom. All right, and then this trigger element is going to be hello. Fortunately, they highlight the elements that are actually in the puzzle. Neon. So we'll do a drop and an output. And then if it doesn't sense that, then it's argon, and we can just loop it back through there. We can drop that there. Let's get you out of the way, by the way. And then output omega. And it doesn't matter if it loops up past this again. Let's see what happens. Argon. All right. Did it. Argon. Did it. Argon. Neon. All right, system works. So this is surely going to expand complexity quite a bit. All right, perfectly average on this. So, some people manage to do this shit really fast. All right, These level names are getting more and more auspicious. This is Prelude to a Migraine. God. Joel stood with his back to the door, gazing out the window onto a plush meadow of green grass. The plants waved as a gust of wind blew across the hill. The door clamped behind me, nipping my heels as I joined Joel in welcoming the blue sky and clouds. Can't believe I spent all that time on Danop. I almost forgot how nice the color green can be, he said. How's sensor training? Is everything working? No problems. Everything is working as it should. Joel stroked his beard and chuckled. After the ordeal with the mining robot last week, he was relieved to be on Alkanos. We all were. Marianne and I talked about the event in brief bits of conversation, never mentioning it around Joel. When Joel had sealed that helmet and stepped out the door, it was clear he wasn't merely improvising. I asked Marianne if that was included in her training. She gave me a withering glance, turned her back to me, and continued working. Joel winced as if from the brightness of the light outside and pinched the bridge of his nose. I need to sit down. He fell into the chair with a thump, dropping his head into his elbows on the top of his desk. Are you feeling okay? I asked. Yeah, just getting a migraine. He fumbled with a drawer and rummaged around inside until I heard the rattling of pills. We'll talk later. Okay, this time we have a combination of oxygen and O2, but we need to output single oxygen molecules. I am curious about something. I want to try something. I'm wondering if I can do this without the sensor. What was it? Improvising my reading comprehension shot here. So back during the mining robot episode, Joel was ready with like an environment suit to go out and like do something about this. So our narrator has observed that he seemed weirdly ready for the situation. And so our protagonist was discussing with Marianne, you know, does this kind of thing happen often? But she didn't want to talk about it. Not drop, grab. Okay, so we'll drop here. And then my theory is that we might be able to debond and then place a pair of outputs here. Because I think you only flush one, I think you flush one atom each time. And this may work for both. Oh no, it's double bonded. Okay, so we need to add some extra protection there. So now let's see what happens. Oh no, we don't need the second one. It sits on the output until everything is output. So yeah, we didn't even need the sensor for this one. It was a red herring, chat. Nailed it. All right, random oxides. All right, so this time we have oxygen and then zinc and titanium. We need to make titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Oh, Christ on a crutch. Okay, so okay. Okay, I don't think this is actually that complicated. It's basically the same process for either beta input, but in the case of titanium, we need to rotate it and do it again. Titanium dioxide, a white pigment used in paint with artists concerned about its possible carcinogenic effects, also forms a white lettering in M&Ms and Skittles. Ah, interesting. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can do this on a single line. The double bonding aspect of this is gonna make this complicated. But I want to see if I can just take this up. All right. So we get the beta input. We grab it, and then we take it up. Okay, I think I got an idea. Yes! No. Okay, I got an idea. I got an idea. We want to form the bond there, which means we want the alpha input here. So that'll bond it. And then out here, bond it again. Let's see here. This zinc oxide is another very famous white pigment notable for its use in photovoltaics and also sunscreen. Probably wearing some right now. Okay, so this should make zinc oxide. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's titanium, but that's fine. All right, net. All right, so that made it double bonded. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So this will work for zinc oxide. Oh, I want to do this on a single line so bad, but I'm not sure it's going to work. Okay, I think we're gonna have to... I think if it's titanium, we're gonna need to hand it off. Or, no, not hand it off. Okay, so my idea was, you send it up and you do a single bond. And then when you put it through here, you kind of proof it. You do the second bond on it. And for titanium, I would send it on like another path through here. But I don't know how to... I think we got to make two separate paths. Ooh, wait. I got an idea. Maybe I can make this work. Titanium. Okay. And then put you back through there. I need another bonder, though. Hang on, maybe. Instead of putting the sensor there, I can put this here. We dual bond that, and then... Will it be proven wrong? I think you gotta use true tracks. No, I think you're right. Because I'm thinking now... Like, even if it's just a small thing, maybe, like... just the red track, just to move it. Let me see what this does real quick. Titanium. Okay, that double bonds it, and then this will send it around. Yeah, I think if I just use the red track to just move this oxygen, I think that's all I gotta do. I'll have it on a sync. Damn it, I keep forgetting to change color. Like, I think just a tiny little loop like this. Grab here, drop here. The alpha input's gonna be in the wrong place, though. Wait, I can put this sync here. If I did that, would it work? Almost? Why did that not work? I think it... Okay, it can't... Okay. It needs to be summoned before you grab it, so... Let's see if this works. The margin here might be too tight. Nope, that works. That works. And now we just dual bond it again. And then drop it here. Output there. Or drop here and output here. I think this will do it. Like, we know it's gonna build the right titanium deal. Okay, good. All right, titanium again. Okay, okay. Yeah, I know how titanium works. Thank you. Okay, zinc. Perfect. Got it. It's so neat watching it run, isn't it? Like, it's cool to see the whole process function. You know, I think it's like, if you ever watched Sesame Street, or no, I think it was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, maybe both of them. But they would occasionally do little videos segments in there where they would show you how something like a crayon is made or candy is made. And those are endlessly fascinating to me, seeing how the machines worked in like perfect synchronization to like squirt the thing out and form it and then all that stuff. And I think these games kind of tickle the same parts of my brain. What's up, Fight Attack? It's really satisfying that Zach Games has designed a successful system and watch it work at the end. Yeah, I love that. All right, this one is apparently no ordinary headache. We're moving on to production now. I went by Joel's. Oh, what the hell? I went by Joel's office 3 days later with diagnostic reports loaded onto a tablet for review. Production was triple what it had been on Danop. We were at record production rates, rivaling even the most prolific sites in the system. I stepped through the door as it glided open, eyes focused on the data and graphs, when I heard a groan. Joel dropped his head against the desk, pulled at his hair, and ground his teeth. I could hear the gristle of the enamel. Oh, God. His jaw creaked. Joel? The tablet clattered against the floor. He grunted, lifted his head, opened one eye, and then thrust his head against the metal surface. I strode behind the desk. He cried again, thrashing his head as blood trickled from his hairline. I pulled his arm around my neck and hoisted him up. We're going to the med bay. As I dragged him into the hall, it was clear he wasn't listening. It's a game that makes sense why the next logical step for Zachtronics was making games about coding. Yeah. Exapunks was a blast. Felt like the most polished of their low-level program with puzzle games with cool world building. That's one of the things I love about Zachtronics games. They have really neat world building alongside the puzzling. The only Zachtronic games I've really played are this and Infinifactory, and I got way more into Infinifactory. And Infinifactory has a fantastic story, like a really, really interesting one. Shenzhen IO is also real good for that. Yeah, I feel like I really want to play all of the Zachtronics games after this. All right, we got nitrogen and oxygen. We need to make nitric oxide. Oh, and it's gonna be disproportionate. We're gonna get more oxygen than nitrogen. Oh, so now we have a special kind of reactor, a sensor reactor. Okay, and we also have a recycler in case we need to get rid of crap. We can also have up to 3 reactors. So we're not actually expected to do this in one. I think the easiest way to do it is actually, I think you could do this pretty easily in 2. It's just the oxygen is gonna be disproportionate. I think the idea is you gotta vent the extra oxygen. May's fighting against his RFK Jr. brainworm. How do I want to do this? Whatever it is has got to be broken down all the way. Okay, I think I know what to do. I think we'll pull these in, we'll break them down. Maybe if it's nitrogen, we'll output everything, and if it's oxygen, we'll only output one of them. And that might even things up. Now, Zach game, the signal state is also a programmed puzzle game with a visual representation of routing cables between modular synth-like devices on a rack. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. So what if... Let's get the rest of this stuff out of here. Okay. I might have to do this in 3. I was thinking I could output... I could try it. Maybe I could try it. We'll give it a try. I'm not saying this is gonna work, but I think we can give it a try. So we're gonna break down all the bonds first. All the potential bonds. We'll grab whatever this is. And we'll drop it off here. And then... we'll grab whatever this is. And we'll sense it. And if it is oxygen... we will... it's not going to output in the same places either. Yeah, I can't do this on one line. I realize that now. That is not going to work. That's fine. We don't have to overcomplicate this. Okay, let me just make sure that these are getting output immediately so they don't collide. Actually, this might not work. They might be too close together. Oh, yeah, it's not gonna work. Can I do that? Am I allowed to do that? Just totally desync these? I think I'm gonna have to sync him at some point. Like, I can do that, but... Let me put a sync here and a sync here, just to make sure I'm not... Wait, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, because it's gonna get stuck there. Yeah, the only reason I did that is because the red loop is slightly smaller. Wait, I'm dumb. It doesn't have to be smaller. It could all just be the same. Right? Just offset it. Yeah, make the same loop and then I don't have to worry about that. And then that should, everything there should, no, because then I do have to, God. Confusing myself here, chat. Anyway, if this is an oxygen, because I totally forgot that I gotta do this part now. Drop and output. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sync these up anyway. I need to, okay, just for testing purposes, I'm just gonna hook this whole thing up to the recycler to make sure this actually works. So if it's oxygen, we'll output one oxygen through the top. Well, it's not very efficient, but... Oh, I forgot to give it the, I forgot to give the red one the drop. Or the output. Oh, because I moved it, is why. I just want to test and see what happens if I remove the sinks. I think this will break it after a while, but I'm curious to see. Doesn't? It will. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, I do need to sync them. Keep them opposed. Okay, cool. Currently working on my programming homework and somehow the stream feels like a tutorial. Okay, so that means we're gonna output nitrogen and oxygen, but not in exact proportions. So my goal here, I am trying to see if I can do this in 2. I'm trying to see if I can do this with 2 reactors. So basically... So I'm gonna need to sense... Oh god, I really don't think this is gonna work. I think they gotta come in on separate inputs. I think I might need an intermediary reactor to sort them. I need the first one to cut down the oxygen amount. I need a second one to sort them, and then I need the third one to assemble them. Let's just see. We'll do an input. We'll do a grab. And then if... Oh, I didn't set anything here. We got nitrogen and we got oxygen coming in. There we go. So if it's nitrogen, we drop it here. Otherwise, we drop it here. So that'll sort them. And then I can put a bonder in here, but I think the problem is I'm gonna get them out of order. And so if I get two nitrogens in a row, this just isn't gonna work. That got me an oxygen. Oh, and I put this in the wrong place, too. I put the sensor in the wrong place anyway. Yeah, it's just gonna crash, so. That doesn't work. What if... What if... only have one sensor. I only have one sensor. Okay, let's just continue with this, and I'm gonna do this in a rather inefficient way. I think that's simply the way it has to be. I apologize, Chad. I know you're very clean on very invested in efficiency here, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do this simply. All right, so beta input, grab it. Invested in Joel's headache problem. All right, and then if this is oxygen, drop it, output it. If this isn't, drop it and output it. So this reactor will sort. And then the final reactor will use these disparate pieces. So nitrogen on the top, oxygen on the bottom. I think if I do this on one line, it'll work out okay. I think. Alpha input, grab it. Beta input, bond it. And we can just go ahead and use these because it doesn't matter. Bond it again. Drop it and output it. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got oxygen atoms waiting here. All right, that did that one. Oh god, this is gonna have to stand up to 40. Oh, that's a lot of oxygen. I'm just gonna speed this up and hope for the best. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We got halfway through before we hit a reaction error. All right, well, we can do a hacky solution for this one. It ain't pretty, but it should work. There we go. Yeah, not great. Apparently this can be done with one reactor, which is crazy to me. Yeah. Bad on efficiency, decent on symbols, but man. All right, no thanks necessary. I kept Joel's latest email open for so long it practically burned into the screen. Good morning, friend. Thank you for your kind assistance yesterday. I'm feeling wonderful, much improved. Please come by my office when you have a moment. Sincerely yours, Joel. Joel was a tall man with a thick beard. I could imagine him cutting down trees to build his own cabin on the edge of a cliff. I could not imagine him writing cheerful emails to thank his subordinates, let alone with smiley faces. Perhaps the nurse had given him a powerful drug for the migraine. Perhaps. All right, what do we... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, God. All right, this upper one produces nitrogen and oxygen. Bottom one produces water and sodium chloride. These need to be turned into nitric acid and sodium nitrate. We can do 5 reactors to make this work. Can't sleep, bore me on it. All over it, Mizroy, don't you worry. Okay, holy shit. Okay. So at the core of this, we need a nitrogen with 3 oxygens bonded around it, one of them being a double bond. And then all we have to do is attach hydrogen or sodium to it. All right, chlorine, Cl, chlorine, right? Chloride. I forget what the element actually is. Cl is, where are you? Chlorine, okay. There it is, yeah, chlorine. Okay, chlorine is not needed. So if we find chlorine, it needs to be flushed. Okay, this is an interesting one. All right, I feel like I need... Okay, so the top input is nitrogen and oxygen. I kind of wonder, I know it's disproportionate, but it should be disproportionate. I want to make a reactor that produces nitrate? Whatever nitrogen with 3 oxygen bonded to it is. I think I can do that in one reactor. On the lower end, I need a reactor that outputs sodium and hydrogen and flushes everything else. That should be easy. And then if I can do that, I can combine it all in a 3rd reactor. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can do this in 3 reactors. It's just this first one. This first one is the complicated one. Because I have to make... Okay. I'm gonna put this on Omega. I gotta make that. There's no way. Short version is there's no way to do that in one reactor. Because I only have 4 bonders. I could. It'd be a pretty complicated operation, but I could. what I'd do is I'd put 2 here to break it down. Grab one of them. Oh man, how would I even assemble that though? Okay, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, we're gonna... Alright. We'll break down all its bonds. Actually, we're gonna start way over here. Break down all of its bonds. We'll grab it here. Okay. We get 1 sensor too. All right, forget it. I'm not gonna try and do this in one reactor. That'd be insane. Straight up. What's up, Shadows? How you doing? I'm doing great because I'm not thinking about anything other than atoms and molecules right now. And I think I'm benefiting greatly from that. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I haven't decided how I want to do this yet. All right. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this the same way. I am going to do this the way I was originally planning on doing this. I think. Break. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, input. Break. Make sure we get whatever it is. All right, and then we do a grab. And then we need to... Alright, and then we need to sense whatever it is. And then if it is... Alright. If it is nitrogen, we'll send it this way. Damn. Starts in the wrong place. I have to move start somehow. Oh, I never thought about that, just starting it outside of the pattern. I guess there's nothing wrong with doing that. And then putting it there. Alright, and then similarly, so if it's oxygen, we'll just loop it that way. We'll drop it here. Output it like so. Now we need to do the same thing for the other one. Except that's not gonna work. Do that. We can stagger that a little bit. This might actually be too close. What I might do actually is a blue sink. Although I'm not sure how exactly that would work. Maybe just doing this will work well enough. Alright, we'll do the same deal here. If it's nitrogen, you go that way. And then we do a drop and ouch. And otherwise, we do drop and out. So let me hook this up to something. Let me just test this. And let's see if this works. All right, I think this works. So I've sorted the nitrogen and oxygen outputs. So that one's nitrogen now, and this one's oxygen. Okay. So now that's that. Let's reset the pipes. Okay, so those are sorted. So now I need to make this nitric oxide radical, whatever it is. And we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and place this one for sorting, and then I'm gonna place this one here. Okay. All right. All right, so we want to make nyet, 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 nyet. So that's the plan. So we get nitrogen in, we get that in. How many does killing itself? Do it on one line. That's how we do it. We'll do this all on one line. I'll start with an alpha input. Grab it. Bring it down. All right, so hopefully we can bond it on the spot. All right, so we do a beta input, and then we bond that. So that puts an oxygen on the bottom. All right, we'll do another beta input and then bond it here. All right, so then we got two pieces. That I don't think will work. I don't think that will work. I think we're going to be a bit more efficient with it because of the double bond. What if I did the double bond first? So that'll make... It'll be double bonded on the bottom. Okay. I got an idea. Alright. Do an input, do another bond. I gotta see this in action. I gotta see where we end up with this. This might take a while to get what we need. Okay. Oh, God damn it, I put the wrong input. Alright. Alright, double bonded. Okay, so that... Okay, so we gotta rotate it counterclockwise. Here. Ah, shit. The problem is I have to pass through where I'm bringing it. Ah, the double bond complicates things so much. Got you in the background. Thanks for adding your voice to my desperate attempts to de-stress. My pleasure. I am hoping that I can offer people a way to just kind of escape reality for a bit while I struggle through molecular assembly. Man. Oh, and that doesn't work anyway because I'm gonna... Yeah. Ah, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna reset this. I am just gonna reset this. These streams might have more democracy in them than the US. Okay. Okay. New crazy thought. Okay. New crazy thought. I'm gonna put this here even though I don't need it. Alright, grab. Drop. Grab. Drop. Okay, so that will be... beta input, grab, drop. Beta input, grab, drop. Beta input. Shit. This will get everything in the right place, but I needed more space for the double bond command. Because my idea was to bring the nitrogen down here and freeze it, just wait, while the blue line just assembles everything around it. But the problem is I need to do a bond, I need to do an initial bond command on this one. What's up, Jig Pappy? How you doing? Oh, no, wait. That actually works. Because I can bond it there. Drop it. Do the input. Bond it there. Okay. Okay, so that will work. That'll be the assembler for it. So then now... back up here, input it, grab it. Okay, and then I am going to sync here. So when this is done, it'll sync there. And then we will drop it off here and output it. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Absolutely no idea if this is gonna work. But we can see. Okay, so everything's waiting right now for the outputs. All right, that gives us oxygen, which I think is a problem because it's gonna, yeah. Okay, we need an initial. Wait, no. I think maybe we don't need an initial one. Hang on, what did that make? Ah, okay. Hang on. It missed the double bond. So I think I do need a second sync command. Pretty sure. I mean, I can show you because it'll do the exact same thing. But I'm 99% sure it missed the double bond. Because the double bond command is here after the second oxygen input. But the first nitrogen wasn't here in that time. See? It already passed it. So now it's waiting here. In fact, this whole system wouldn't have worked at all. Because if 3 oxygen had come through, yeah, see? Single bonded on all sides. So yeah, I need to add an additional sync. So I don't even want blue to start the process until the nitrogen's in place, I think. There we go. That did it. Okay. Okay, so that's got that. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Yeah, we're gonna get a reactor error real fast on that, unfortunately. Well, let me get the rest of this going. And then we can, and then I can maybe do something with the pipes to fix that. That's gonna be my lowest concern. All right, so we have the nitric radical. So now we need to separate. Now we need hydrogen and sodium outputs from here. I think y'all can probably see how this game is so long. Like, I'm getting to puzzles now that take like 30, 45 minutes just on their own to work out. Okay. All right, so we'll do input and grab. What was... Okay, the top one wants hydrogen. So we want hydrogen out the top. We'll hit the sensor here. 40 hours in lobotomy core, and I think I'm only halfway done, so I can relate. Yeah. All right, perfect. Hydrogen. Go that way. All right, so if we got hydrogen here... Oh, crap. Shit. I just realized. This one, we actually need... The hydrogen and sodium need to both go out the omega output. And all the garbage we don't need needs to go out psi, which shouldn't actually be too bad. We'll just, that won't work. Actually, that will work. I just restore a save point a couple times because I kept picking horrible new residents didn't help. Actually, I don't think I need this. I do not know the dead end trick, no. Drop it. Output that. Output that. No shadow scheme, that ticket booth there the rest of the game. I think that'll do it. You create a linear loop by bouncing a widget between two dead ends. Oh, interesting. Sometimes it just uses the time. That's a neat idea. I like that. Okay, so this should... Alright, so this... This is trash. And now we need another reactor. Oh god. Oh god, there's gonna be like no space for this. Lord have mercy. Alright, so you were gonna... Nope. You're gonna plug in there. I think it was a lower output on this anyway. God, this is ugly. Alright, okay. Okay, on the bright side, I think this one's really easy. I think this one will be really easy. I think we only need one line for it. But we are gonna need a sensor. Okay, Actually, no. We're gonna do this the other way. Because I want to be holding the thing that needs to be sensed. So we're gonna do beta input. Grab this. Bond that after the input. All right, then take it over. And then here we're gonna sense it. And if it is sodium, where are you? Sodium. We're gonna take you down. We're gonna drop you here. And then... It doesn't seem to be a good way to do that. And then otherwise, we'll drop you here. Not there. All right, output there. Output there. And then I have no idea. I have no idea if any of this is gonna work. Okay, we're currently waiting for the big input. Because, man, it's going to take a really long time to make those molecules. But maybe not so bad after it gets going. Okay, so that goes out. Is that correct? Yes! Alright, I got the sodium nitrate right. I got the nitric acid right. Okay, everything works. Everything works. The problem now is it gonna back up? And it looks like the answer is yes. Mainly on the final reactor. I mean, I will absolutely just get scummy with that. Oh no, that one will wait on the output. That one won't overload. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Let's just speed it up. Cool. I got it. I got it. Phew. Pretty average on elapsed cycles. Again, good on symbols used. That appears to be my speciality. It is so satisfying to solve these. It really is. All right, boom. All right, we have a new defense challenge and an optional challenge. Want to see how Joel's doing? Well, let's get on with the story then. All right, I hesitated. Oh, Jesus. I hesitated to press the top intercom outside of his office. There was a muffled voice speaking inside of the room, but it did not sound like Joel. As I withdrew my hand, the door opened as if on command. The room was lit only by the sun blazing in through the window. All I could see of Joel was his silhouette. Come into the light and let me show you the truth. The words echoed in my ear, though somehow I knew they were unspoken. As Joel splayed his arms, a wave of pain blasted through my head. I clutched my ears as my heart heaved. The pain transformed into a rasping voice. Behold the healing power of the stars. Joel lurched out of the light. His face had disappeared, replaced by an expanse of tight puckers where his eyes and mouth had been. The skin was raw and pink. His beard had been stripped from his jaw and replaced by a shiny strip of scar tissue. His ears began to twitch. Together we can know the truth. Together. Agony warped my thoughts as white lights flashed behind my eyes. I crushed my hands against my head and banged my knees as I staggered to the floor. Joel's crumpled face was seared into my mind. A hand grasped my shoulder and shoved me onto the ground. Through the ring, I heard the cock of a revolver, a gunshot, and the sound of something wet slumping against the floor. The ringing stopped as I regained my sight. I opened my eyes to see Joel's body in a heap. A leather shoe towed Joel's faceless body, turning the blank face to the floor. I looked up. There was a man in a charcoal suit holding an antique revolver with silver embossing. He paid no attention to me as I grunted and pulled myself up. I suggest you get ready, he said as he pocketed the gun. I blinked. For what? I'm heading to the particle accelerator lab. He stepped over Joel's corpse and stopped into the doorway. Aim for the eye. The door closed as he sprinted through the hallway. I brushed myself off, turned around, and jumped at the sight of the giant, hovering pyramid outside. It stared back at me with its gargantuan eye. Surprise! This game is actually cosmic horror. We have to defeat the Defiler Alchemist now. Okay, so... Alright, we have a particle accelerator. Yes, using chemistry. So we have to load it with hydrogen peroxide, which increases the power of the particle accelerator. And then when we're ready to fire, we hit it with uranium. And we've got 3 different inputs in equal proportions, water and 2 kinds of tainted water. So basically we're using radioactive water to power this particle accelerator by forging it into hydrogen peroxide and separating out the uranium atoms. I'm making an accelerated railgun. As half heard in our JRPG twist happened in my headphones while I was talking to people. What the fuck did you do? So yeah, turns out that this game is actually cosmic horror. in our pursuit of chemicals and profit, we have stumbled across something that I think no one should have ever encountered. Now we have to battle it with a particle accelerator powered by chemistry. If you told me at the beginning of the night that this was have boss battles, I would straight have said you were full of shit. I know, right? Surprise! Okay, so we have 4 reactors here that we can use. Okay. Storage tank. All right, I'm thinking that maybe we can do this in 2 reactors and a storage tank. Maybe, maybe not. So the first reactor, I think I want to separate out the uranium. Let's go ahead and start with this. All right, so we can start by... Man, this is gonna be complicated. All right, I want to break it down into pieces. So I'm wondering if we bring it in and just break it apart, can I... Okay, hang on. There is one commonality here, and that's that the oxygen is always oxygen. So okay, all right, okay. I think I can do this. Grab that. I gotta grab 2 molecules and check them both. There are 2 atoms and check them both. I think it'd be safest to do this on 2 lines. Or no. I could have... Hang on. I could just have... Okay. All right, we'll let red control this whole thing, and we'll have it grab the oxygen out and drop it here and output it. Easy. All right, now we'll let the blue line do loops on these 2. We will grab this one, and then depending on what this is, go in different direction. If this is uranium, it's gonna go down. Not there. And it's gonna output here. And then if it's not uranium, hang on. Does this even make sense? Does that even make sense? Start. Grab this. Okay, it's never gonna get back around to this one is the thing. I need it to alternate. Uranium, it'll go up around here. Not uranium, it'll go up around here. Okay, no, wait. Okay. I fucked up the blue one. I'm gonna redo blue. I think I know what I'm doing. It's just not that. Okay, so we're not gonna sense it there. We're gonna make a circuit. And it's gonna go like that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Fuck, how do I wanna... What if I just... No, there's got to be a way to make this work. There has to be a way to make this work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. All right. I think I was actually close. I think I was actually close, but yeah. All right. All right. Break the bond. Grab the oxygen. Get her up around here. Output it that way, and then we're not gonna loop back around. It's gonna cover this one, and then the blue one's gonna cover this one. So we'll drop that, and output that, and then it's gonna grab this one. And then, ooh, okay. Little complicated, but we'll make this work. All right, if this is uranium, we're gonna go down here and drop that, and then go back around that way. Drop it here and output this one. And then go back around. And if it's not, then we'll just skip that and drop it there and output that one. Okay, so that's got both of the right side atoms handled. Now I just need to set the blue line to handle the other one. So that's not what I meant. You sit down there. I want to move you. All right, so grab you, go down, and then same deal. If uranium, go down, go that way. Actually, if not uranium, go this way. Start again. Okay, so blue loop's actually a lot simpler. Drop and output. Drop and output. Now this is probably going to need a sync. But let's see what it does. Right, because that's not handled yet. So we'll just change that. We'll just add a bunch more arrows is the thing. See if this works. Okay, I can already see it's gonna need a sync, but let me I'm just gonna hook this up just so I can test it. Oh, it's probably gonna give me an error, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna give me an error. Fuck. Okay. Maybe I can just storage tank these for now. Just to see if this is working. And basically to figure out where the sync needs to be. I mean, maybe it doesn't need one, actually? Because it seems like blue is going to make that circuit... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's going to get out of hand at some point. Like, that's pretty close, right there. That's also pretty close right there. But it is technically working. Ooh. No, wait, that's still fine. All right. I'm just gonna take it on faith that this works, frankly. All right, so the output down here is uranium. Output up here is either hydrogen or oxygen. Okay. We'll get rid of all the pipes. Okay. Don't need to see this up here. Okay. I think what we want, I think the uranium wants to go like this. I think that's gonna store it. Let me see. No, it passes straight through. Okay. Huh, okay. So... Something, shoot angel positron cannon. Alright, so we want to build a reactor. We want to build a reactor that's going to feed hydrogen peroxide to this thing as fast as possible. Let's see what we can do. So we've got hydrogen and oxygen inputs. I really don't want to have to sort these, but I feel like I might have to. I mean, I can use 4 buildings. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so we do an input, grab it, censor it. If it is hydrogen, drop it and output it. And if it is other thing, all right, if it is oxygen, I'll put it down here. So this is oxygen and this is hydrogen. Right, okay, so we have a sorting reactor. That's all we really needed here. All right. So now we need to assemble them. Might be kind of an easy way to do this. Let's do input. Okay, so we grab an oxygen. We bring it down here. We input the beta, and then we bond it. Okay. So we made that. Oh, I think I know what to do. The oxygens need to be bonded, right? And then we'll drop it off here. Okay, and then if you go in, if it goes through that loop again, so that'll produce it. I want it to... Here's what I want. Maybe I could run a... I might be able to get this to sync. Or I might not need to. Because see, it'll make one bonded oxygen-hydrogen pair like this, and then I'll drop it off here. And then it'll go around again, and it'll make another one. I need to see this in action. Oh, except this isn't gonna work because I need to dump this into a storage tank somewhere. Man, they do not give you a lot of space on this map, do they? Let's do that. Okay, drops it. And then that's gonna do, okay, that's gonna drag it away. So that doesn't work. Okay, what if I do... What if I put 2 blue sinks there and 1 red sink here? What's that gonna do? That's gonna do it. Okay, that's actually gonna do it. That's actually going to do it. Okay. I actually made something that works. Perfect. Only now did I realize you can do multiple sinks but not correlated. You can have them in different you can do 2 to 1 to make something like this work. That's really cool. Okay. Anyway, we gotta do the last part of this, which is I have to make this uranium pipe the longest thing in the world. Are we shooting dirty water out as dirty? No, the dirty water, we're extracting uranium atoms and then forming hydrogen peroxide out of the rest. The hydrogen peroxide charges the particle accelerator, and then the uranium fires it. So I want to make this... Actually, I think there's a limit on how long you can make pipes. We're gonna find out though. Because I need to delay this firing sequence as long as possible. It's such a wonderfully hacky solution if this actually works. The smart way to do it is to stick it in a reactor that delays it, but let's see what happens. Pew. Pew. I got a reaction error. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Actually, I kind of wonder now if that's even necessary. Maybe I can just supply it as a straight... I'm gonna reset these pipes. No, buddy. I'm just gonna plug this straight in and see what happens. Because I think that's how it's supposed to work. I think we need to maintain a steady flow of uranium just to get, yeah, to keep this thing firing. Oh, but every time you fire, the voltage lowers, so... Okay. I mean, it does pace itself, at least. Okay, so I do have to sync these, unfortunately. Let's see. Now the question is where? All right, let's do that. See if that works. I'm gonna make this go fast. Oh, okay. Interesting. So you have to shoot at it while the eye is open, which we are doing. Although I don't know if we're actually gonna make it or not. Oh, we did. Wow, barely, but we did it. Whew. Simon Kabir, SpaceChem Confidential, performance statistics unavailable. I have been promoted to Senior Reaction Engineer. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna wrap up for the night. If you have not voted tonight on whether to continue or end SpaceChem, now is the time to do it, chat, because I'm about to call this vote. All right, a common occurrence. The air reeked of a nauseating mixture of gun smoke and decaying flesh. I was sprawled over the console in Joel's office, where his faceless body lay 3 meters from my station. The whispered echoes of the monster that possessed Joel swirled in my mind, but I ignored them, knowing that the monster was as dead as Joel. Bruce entered the office, his suit rumpled and creased. "I'm closing this place down," he said. I gawked at him. All I could think of was the massive floating pyramid that had just been hovering outside. "What was that thing?" I asked. "An anomaly. It happens." "You call that an anomaly? Half the crew is dead. The base is in ruins." "It's a tragic circumstance of our work." He folded his hands together and bowed his head. There was a moment of silence, but I very much doubted it was to mourn the loss. Bruce tapped his index fingers together and glanced to Joel's body. "He'll be transferred to Sikutar in a day or two. He slid his wrinkled jacket off his shoulders and laid it over Joel's head to hide the wound. "Strange things happen out here. People die. We do what we can. We cannot let these setbacks stop our work." My skin went cold when he finished speaking and I nodded to him. He grinned at me as if to say, "You understand." and left. So, we have defeated our first cosmic horror chat, and that takes us to Sikatar, which is the 5th planet out of 9 in this game. And I'm sure it only gets more complicated from here. So, that is going to do it for tonight, though. I'm going to close down the voting right now, and we're going to see what the total is for this evening. We'll see if we are going to be continuing tomorrow night or moving on to something else. And it looks like we're going to keep going. We still have powerful results for SpaceChem, so tomorrow night there shall be more SpaceChem, chat. Not sure if space attacks all humans eventually or just chem majors. All right, so schedule tomorrow night. Additional SpaceChem is required. We're on planet 5, the ice planet. God only knows where things are going to go from there. At this point, by the way, I just want to let you know, at this point, we are further than I've ever gotten in this game. The first time I played this game, I got halfway through that last planet we were on, if I remember correctly. I never fought the pyramid. I knew it existed, but I never fought it. So from here on out, it is totally uncharted territory to me. So we'll see what wonders this game has in store for us tomorrow. Thursday, we are back on the Power Hours playing Super Nintendo games from June of 1993. Might be some good stuff. Might not. I don't know. Friday, maybe a wheel. Maybe a weird old wheel. That's what I'm thinking, but I gotta pull some stuff together before we can do that. More Power Hours on Saturday. And then next week, our playthrough next week is again going to depend on how things go tomorrow night. If y'all are just eating up SpaceChem, then there'll be more SpaceChem next week. Otherwise, we may be starting something new. And with that, chat. And with that, let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Let's go see who's up doing stuff this particular evening. Nobody! Nobody, as it turns out. I guess everybody just kind of nipped off to bed early. Can't imagine why. So I will let y'all do the same. Dracula dog, save us. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for whiling the night away, watching me try to make sense of atoms and molecules and fight a giant pyramid with the power of chemistry. I'm really glad I could show you how the game took this turn, and I hope it's made it more compelling for you, because it certainly has for me. So, and hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow night for the continuation of SpaceChem. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.